That's not my wife. I told the police the story about what happened that night. My wife went out for one of her night walks and didn't come back. The investigation wasn't going anywhere. I told them all I knew about her. I did everything I could to help, like a good husband. But it didn't matter how much they looked into the case or searched for her, nothing came of it. I was done with all that crap. What a waste of time. I told them to just give up. Sadly, they didn't listen. After a few days, the officers knocked on my door. Big smiles on their faces. My wife was with them. It looked at me with its soulless eyes and hugged me with such strength I could barely breathe. The officers told me they found her wandering around the old well into the woods. I looked down at that thing holding me. It looked exactly like her. It had her face, her hair, her voice, but that thing was not my wife. After the officers left, I didn't know what to do. I tried acting normally around that thing they brought to me. It was hard. I felt like its eyes could pierce through my soul. That thing acted like my wife, talked like my wife, but it wasn't her. Sometimes I would wake up and she would just be sitting beside me on the bed, just looking at me, wide-eyed. I often caught it lurking around corners as if it was wanting the perfect chance to get to me. No matter what happens, you have to believe me, that thing is not my wife. Why am I so sure? Because I killed my wife. I followed her after she left the house that night, dragged her into the woods, and I stabbed her to death with a switchblade. Then I threw her lifeless corpse into the old well.